Hi, my name is Carolyn Service with otpstamping.com. Today I want to show you a very quick and simple and fun card to make using one of our free celebration sets called Lotus Blossom. If any of you, here's the stamp set. If any of you listening are familiar with Stampin' Up, you may very well know that from now, which I think today's like the 15th of February, through the end of March, we are having our celebration promotion. This started on January 6th. And so during that time frame, January 6th to March 31st, 2015, you can earn free product. The way you do that is for every $50 that you purchase, you get to choose a free item from the selections in this catalog. So the Lotus Blossom stamp set is one of those selections, and this is what they call a two-step stamping technique stamp set, and I'm going to show you how you can get a lot of depth from using one of the two-step stamping techniques. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with my card base is Calypso, no, I'm sorry, not Calypso, Crisp Cantaloupe. I also have a piece of Gold Sori Designer Series paper that measures 2 by 5 1/4. And then I also have the two pieces that I'm going to stamp on, well, the one piece I should say that I'm going to stamp on is Whisper White, measuring 4 by 2 1/2, and then the background paper, which is the Calypso Coral, sorry, and it measures 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so I'm just going to set those aside for now. So with the photopolymer set, you'll see there's a little tab. You see that? They say 1, 2, and 3. They coordinate with the little tabs that are actually on the stamp set, and I went ahead and actually put my number right on the little tabs. That way I wouldn't get confused. So we're going to start out with the number 1, and we're going to start out with the darkest color, so that's going to be the Calypso Coral. And what's helpful about these little tabs as well is that they help you to line up where you want the design to go, and then each time you add a layer, you'll know that that tab will help you to position where you want the stamp to go, the second and third stamp. So that's what it looks like, and as you start, zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so that's the number 1. Then I'm going to take the number 2, which is this one, and I'm also going to take a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to ink this up, but before I stamp, I'm going to stamp it off on a piece of scrap paper. Okay, and then I'm going to line it up. Let's see here. Right there, and stamp. Oh, not quite on the camera, sorry. And I get that impression. Okay, and then third, I want the third layer to be lighter. So I'm going to come in with a coordinating color, which is the Crisp Cantaloupe. And my final layer, which is the number 3, I'm going to ink that one up. And again, I am going to stamp it off before I actually add it to the image. Okay, and that is what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? And you can use different colors. It doesn't always have to be the same shade of color. You could use blues and greens together, I think, to make a beautiful Lotus Blossom. Okay, and then I'm also going to add a sentiment. The one I am going to use says, "The kindness you show has no end." It also has another sentiment that just says thank you. I like this one. I think I might put the thank you on the inside. Okay, and let's ink that up. Zoom back out here a little bit again. Ink that up. I'm going to put it over here in the left corner. And then I am going to add the stem. Now I've chose to use the Pear Pizzazz and the Mossy Meadow. The reason I chose the Mossy Meadow, even though it's quite dark, it is the color, one of the colors I should say, in the designer paper that I'm using. So I thought that that would make a nice addition. Now, one of the things in my original card, I used the stem so that it was flat or straight at the top and bent at the bottom. So I just want to experiment a little with this one. I want to see what it would look like if I did the curved part at the top this time instead of the bottom. I just want to kind of, oh actually no, that's not going to work. It would have to go the opposite direction. So I would have had to put the flower on this side, but that's okay, so I won't experiment. Okay, so I'm just going to ink this up. Now this is the one that has the bumpy edge to it, so I'm going to put the darker in the bumpy edge, and I'm just going to lightly tap on that because it is quite a narrow piece of photopolymer. I'll line that up right there and stamp. Okay, then I am going to take that one off, and I'm going to put one on that is completely flat, no bumpy edges to it. I'm going to bring in my Pear Pizzazz ink, ink that up, and go right over the top of the other one. And then, you can't really see that. Can you see the two different colors in there? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Then I'm actually just going to start putting the card together. So I'm going to take my stamped image. And you can obviously add things to this. You can put some beautiful pearls on there, some ribbon, some jewels, you know, whatever you wanted to do. I'm just keeping this really simple for the time being, and for time's sake. I'm going to add the designer paper to the far left-hand edge with a little bit of a border at the top and the sides. And then you can either skew it like this, or you can put it like this, whichever you like. Different ideas, different strokes for different folks, right? You could use dimensionals, put this on if you wanted, but I'm just going to go flat down on the card. I like it about right there. Okay, how simple was that? And isn't that fun? And the texture in that flower, I just think looks so pretty, the different dimension in it. I just like that a lot. So I hope you've enjoyed that video, and I hope that you'll come back and see many more in the future. Again, my name is Carolyn Service with O2Bstamping.com. I am at your service. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them for me, and I will get back to you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.